Always great catching up with my next guest, Modestas Bukauskas, who's going to be taking on Jimmy Crute coming up here at UFC Fight Night on October 17th. Modestas, how are you, man?
Yeah, doing very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, too, but I don't have a gym in my house. You were telling me about this off air. How convenient is that to be able to work out at home?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely amazing. Like I say, to be honest, the reason why we built it in the first place was to avoid any inconvenience for our neighbours, to be honest with you. Just because, we bought the garden off of our neighbours, and then they had like this flimsy summer house that came with it. And like, we used to literally train in this summer house. And I'm telling you, like the walls must have been like paper thin. They were flimsy. Every time it was like windy, you'd hear the walls go in and out. And, when it got cold, like you really feel the cold, like we had to put like heaters in there and stuff. Like it was mad. And then, obviously, when I'm training, I'm going in full throttle, and, you're sort of in the zone and you're like screaming and going crazy, like, rah! Obviously that doesn't sort of bode well with the neighbors that are literally like just the door across. So it got to a point where my dad was like, listen, we need to sort this out. We need to build like a facility. And it's ended up being the biggest blessing in terms of my development as an MMA fighter. I think we got it done about 2-3 years ago, something like that. And ever since then, it's just been great. Literally for, I would say about 50% of my sessions, I don't need to go nowhere. I literally just pop right downstairs, get to the gym, and then get the job done. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
And I'll tell you what else is amazing. This fight, you're fighting Jimmy Crute, man. This is an awesome matchup. How excited were you when you found out you'd be fighting him?
Oh yeah, I was extremely excited. Like I say, as soon as my manager gave me the name, I was like getting all excited, like a giddy kid in like a candy store or something, or like, I don't know, like some girl in school, like over a crush or something. I know it sounds really weird, probably to
I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean in the fighting sense. Yeah,
but it was. Like I say, I just love having, like extreme high level competition. I really love testing myself, and I love putting myself under pressure situations. And, I heard before that there's a lot of people that actually in the top 15 even that turned Jimmy Crute down. And, so it was good for me. He's an up and comer. He's a big name. He's very talented, very all rounded. So it's just another way for me to go out and test myself and bring myself up in the rankings and really show people who the hell I am.
Yeah, and I think, too, it's kind of a case as well of, two sort of up-and-comers trying to figure out who the better guy is. I mean, I know you have a little bit more experience than him. I know your records are similar, but in terms of, what you've been through, leading into the UFC, should be a fun fight. So looking at this from a style perspective, how do you feel like you match up against him?
Well, like I say, he's definitely the most all-rounded fighter that I've faced. He definitely poses a threat from stand-up, from the floor, and from the wrestling aspect. But in reality, although he's good in those areas, everyone's got their holes, so there's certain holes that me and my team have been sort of working on and trying to figure out and stuff. And like I say, I feel like the areas where he's very good, there's certain areas where I'm better at than he is. So at the end of the day, it's just taking my time, picking my shots, and then landing the hard strikes. And but like I say, I've got to give him amazing credit. Just because he's a very talented fighter. Obviously, he's done an amazing job in the UFC so far. So it's just a very exciting fight. It's going to be very entertaining for the fans, and I'm sure it's going to be an absolute barn burner. And like I said, I can't wait to get in the cage and put on a show for everyone.
Training partners, who have you been getting to work with for this camp?
It's just been the same guys I've been working with on a constant basis. I've worked with a lot of high-level grapplers as well. The guys that I train with at BST, under the tutelage of Danny Batten, obviously my dad training me as well. But all the guys there have, been tirelessly working to help make me better, which is absolutely amazing. They've literally put their whole heart and focus on making me better. When I'm saying, do you want to drill an extra, the move one more time? They're like, don't worry about me, you do you. So it's really nice having such a really close-knit team, people who really care about you, that want you to get better, and they're making, they're doing everything they can to put you at the best, and they're more than happy to do so, which is absolutely amazing. And I've been having a couple more training sessions with Roger Gracie as well, doing some training with him. So like I say, I've got an amazing team of people all around me. So yeah, I can't wait to put everything that we've been working on into the real thing.
And I don't know if I asked you this before, but what's the travel time to go to Abu Dhabi from where you are in the UK?
It's not actually too bad. It's only about 4 hours. So
oh, nice.
really
Okay.
And I mean, look, the UFC, they go above and beyond in terms of taking care of their fighters. You know, you got the business class. You know, you can sort of lay down full flat and everything, and you know they got refreshments whenever you need. Obviously, when I'm weight cutting, you know, you can't really have too much of that. But at the same time, yeah, it's just really comfortable. Like the 4 hours feels like nothing when I go over there. So yeah, it's great.
How's the weight cut going ahead of this fight?
The same as last time. Absolutely no problemos. I think I literally weighed myself the other day. I was 219, and this is me sort of eating a little bit more than normal. So, I mean, in my last fight, I literally woke up on the morning of weigh-ins on weight. I didn't have to cut no water. So it was literally and I predict that even if I do have to cut a little bit of water this time, because that was sort of a bit of a focus after my last fight, was to try and maybe put on a little bit of size. So even if I have to cut 5 pounds, it's going to be absolutely nothing. I make weight very easily for light heavyweight, and I always feel really good and really strong at that weight.
What do you like doing on the airplane? Like, are you like a podcast guy? Are you know, what do you like doing? It kind of like, you know, it's for only 4 hours, but do you like reading books, or what's sort of your thing to do on the plane?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if like, you know, if there's some good movies on, then obviously I'll watch a film or two. Sometimes I do take like a book. Like I was reading Mike Tyson's autobiography the last time that I went to Abu Dhabi. So yeah, sometimes I just like get films onto my phone as well. Like I was watching The In-Betweeners as well the last time. Like, so I sort of half like watch the films on the plane and then half watch the film on my phone, and then yeah, just a bit of sleep, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
like really nothing too special. I was actually quite lucky on the way back. You know, I got to sit right next to one of my training partners and one of my coaches, so that was nice. You know, you can just sort of chat a little bit and stuff like that. But realistically, if I can get you know, a good at least 1 or 2 hours to knock a bit of that time off, I will do that and sleep. And especially when you can like lay flat on those business class seats, and then it makes it a hell of a lot easier.
How do you see the fight playing out on October 17th?
I feel like it's going to be an absolutely explosive fight, an absolutely explosive matchup, but I do feel I'm going to come out on top. I feel that the first rounds are going to be a very fast pace. You know, we're both going to be trying to figure each other out, and you know, but I'm going to slowly manage to find and land my shots, and I reckon I'm going to go in and finish him by the second round. This is what I'm going there to do. He wants to go and finish me. I want to go and finish him, but at the end of the day, I feel I have particular skill sets that he probably isn't used to, and that's what's going to help me overcome my next opponent. And yeah, I feel I'm going to go and finish it by the second round.
Big name, like I mentioned. You know, you guys have similar records. Where do you feel like a win would put you in the grand scheme of things? I know this is just the second UFC fight, but I mean, a finish here I think would really make some noise in that division.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm definitely looking at you know, getting a big win here and getting into the top 20. I think that would definitely solidify my spot in the top 20 in the world. And then after that, I can start calling out bigger names within the top 15 and slowly working my way up the ranks. I know there's a hell of a lot of tough competitors in this light heavyweight division. I feel like now the light heavyweight division is really thriving in terms of talent. You got like new guys, you know, that are coming up, and there's going to be some really exciting matchups. So, you know, you see guys that get to a title shot within, you know, 5 or 6 fights, you know, depending on how you do in those fights. So look, I'm looking to win every single fight. I'm looking to climb myself up the ladder and you know, just slowly get towards the path of proving myself as one of the best fighters in the world.
And we're looking forward to this one, October 17th, UFC Fight Night on Fight Island. Modestas, always appreciate the time, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me once again. Really appreciate it. Obviously, always love talking to you. So my Instagram handle is MODYB24. I just changed my Twitter handle, actually. It's now @BalticGladiator.
Nice.
Just before, you know what I mean? Since I got the nickname sorted just before the fight, I thought we have to run with that one, since it was a lot more difficult on the last one. On Facebook, just my full name, Modestas Bukauskas, MODESTAS, and then BUKAUSKAS. And yeah, I've got to thank Distinct Physiotherapy, always looking after me. always helping me in terms of keeping me in fighting fit. And, you know, always I throw so many curveballs at, I dislocated my knee or I've got bursitis, and she always sorts me out right before the fight, sees me whenever I need her. So I've got to really thank her. She's done an amazing job. I've got to give a massive shout out to Mauler MMA. My man is actually officiating at Bellator, but he gives me amazing quality stuff, and he's always been a massive support and always helping me. So I've got to give him a massive shout out. Fighter Shop UK, anytime I need something, my man always hooks me up, so I've got to give a massive shout out to him. Iridium Sports Agency, without them I wouldn't be where I am today. I've got to say, obviously, my dad, Gintas, Danny Batten, Denison Sutherland, all my training partners, everyone down at Hodger Gracie's, Hodger Gracie himself, my wrestling partners and wrestling coaches and stuff like that. Like, literally the whole team has just been coming behind me and helping me in so many ways and helping me to get where I want to be. And they've helped me to get to the skill set where I am, and they're helping me all the time. All my training partners. It's just been a collective gathering to get myself to be able to perform at the highest level. And you know, I get very excited because every single fight I improve my skill set. I get better in certain areas. And yeah, I just can't wait to show it out to the world. So thank you to everyone. And yeah, we're going to go and do the business come Fight Night on October 17th.